The Northern Cape Department of Agriculture is going high-tech. It's partnered with Afrika Wireless Tech to introduce the Farm Smart initiative in Kimberley. And this program is specifically designed for small-scale and emerging farmers or anyone interested in farming. And to tell us more, we joined in studio by Phumla Mabizela of Afrika Wireless Tech. Phumla, thank you so much for your time and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cindy.
We always like to define, concepts around Afrika Wireless Tech, in this case, your intervention or rather partnership with the Department of Agriculture, how all of that came about and what solutions or problems were you trying to solve?
Okay, so as the implementing agent on behalf of the department, we started last year, and while we were busy implementing different projects, we had systems that we had launched, which was the cattle watch. We did Hello Tractor. Now we've got Your Agro. These systems, cattle watch is more focused on cattle theft or livestock theft, and we're using drones, we're using sniper cameras, we've got tags over the cows so that we can mitigate the theft in that space. We've got Hello Tractor, which is a system that says I do not have the machineries, but I can hire. So online I can request the machinery at the time when maybe let's say I'm harvesting and I need a harvester. So now farmers don't have to have all the machineries.
Yeah.
Now they can start hiring machines and ordering them for a specific purpose. Then we've got Your Agro, which is much combined system. What it does, it gives us a lot of information on the type of farming. You can do your crop comparison, you can check your weather patterns in real time, you can look into the growth of your crop as it's growing. It tells you when to irrigate it, when to put certain types of fertilizers. So you may not be fully informed in terms of the agriculture, but the app in itself for the farmer, it will help you, guide you.
Yeah, but as we know, Phumla, with any intervention, especially technology, it is expected that it would require quite extensive capital investment.
Yeah.
Not only to put it together, but for it to run and to be maintained as well. Are you targeting already well-established commercial farmers, or is this applicable across the board?
So it's applicable to anyone. You could be a backyard farmer, you could be a small-scale farmer. So it's the department has invested in these systems, and we have already rolled some of the systems out to emerging farmers. So anyone can utilize the systems, and they are tailor-made for people that really do not have. And now that's why we, as a department, we're saying anyone can be in the space. You don't have to have lots and lots of money to be in agriculture, but anyone can come into the space with these solutions that are now put up.
Yeah. And this Farm Smart program is being launched in Kimberley on the 4th of October, but you already have projects or at least pilots that you have undergone to see if the system works. What are the successes so far that you can identify to potentially be impactful to the sector?
Look, the beauty of the systems is our potential off-takers have already procured some of the produce via like your kettles. We installed the systems to a couple of farmers, and since then they are operating very well, and the farmers, they really are appreciative in terms of the systems. You can understand cattle or livestock theft is the biggest problem, and to have to mitigate that and say you can go into this, here is a solution. We remotely run the drone and we can float it and just oversee what is actually happening in real time.
Yeah, so it protects more your inventory so that you know where your stock might be going, etc., and you can trace. It doesn't deal with infrastructure issues, dynamics around the farming practices per se, if the roads are failing or the logistics value chain is disrupted.
What the launch is seeking to do is to also launch a city, which is a program that we will be maybe starting with as of next year. That is to say, farmers come We want farmers to focus on farming and not to worry about the markets. Now, in partnership with the department, we are saying here we are putting up a centralization in terms of your crop to livestock. You sell your stuff at the DC, we process. So we do look into your infrastructure. We do take into consideration the roads, because now you must understand, if you are a farmer and you are farming, and now you want to worry, Cindy, about road, it's going to limit your focus on what you are supposed to do. So we're saying we are aware and we are doing things in order to help, but we want our farmers to come, and we want a collaborative, and we want to for all of us to work together. So your agro looks into the infrastructure. So that's why we're saying we are. Hello Tractor looks into the mechanization. So we are looking across all the different aspects of that influences the agricultural activities.
Yeah, but why the Northern Cape? I mean, especially, Kimberley, one would think it's more about a mining community than what it is about the agriculture, or you can school us better.
Look, you know what, it's unfortunate that as a country we always look at the Northern Cape from a mining perspective. But the Northern Cape is actually quite big in agriculture, you understand, and agro-processing. I'll make an example. We produce the largest in terms of wool, although it's agro-processed in the Eastern Cape, which is what we are now trying to do, to say, let us agro-process our own produce versus feeding into other provinces. But agriculture is, and I mean, in terms of even the GDP, agriculture has been the main support or provider in terms of the GDP growth and so forth. You know what I mean? In the Northern Cape, actually, it's agriculture that is quite big. We do nuts, we do wines, you could name a whole lot of things, and they're actually coming from the Northern Cape.
Yeah, and how does the Farm Smart mitigate against other forces, like the weather patterns, for example, and including the issue around, let's say, political instability, or whether there's unrest? How do you mitigate through all of those other challenges that could impact the sector?
Okay, so if you look at the system that we were introducing, if you talk about your global warming or weather patterns, it gives you real life feed to say, at this precise moment, these are the weather patterns, from the temperature on the ground, to say, look, the temperature right now is at this. This could be a problem with wildfires. So the systems are designed to help with that and assist farmers to be able to make better decisions.
All right, we'll definitely be following up, Phumla. Thank you so much for coming into studio this Saturday afternoon. We're speaking to Phumla Mabizela from Afrika Wireless Tech, talking about the launch of the Farm Smart, which will be launched on the 4th of October in Kimberley at the Convention Center from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. So if you are a farmer, emerging, commercial, well-established, or just starting out, you're most welcome to join them there.